welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you with a magazine. So this has just stepped through, well, just come through my door. Make sure not to cut anything. So it has just landed on the doormat. So I am actually, for once, filming the same day, but I did have today already planned. That's actually caught in there. Already planned for filming. My husband is off helping my my mum with some decorating. Lucy is at college, and yeah, so I have the house to myself, so I thought I would get some filming done. I think it's nice when we have our filming time, isn't it? Oh, I'm liking them. I love that frame. Right, okay, let's have a look at those in a moment. So here is the magazine. This is simply Cards and Papercraft. It is issue number 219. So like I said, it has just dropped onto my door. I'm not sure when it'll be out. I'm thinking Friday, but we shall. But just if you haven't got it on subscription, then yeah, I would just keep checking the shop sales from the weekend. So I'm hoping this will go up on, it's Wednesday. Is it Wednesday today? No, Tuesday today. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? I think it's Tuesday today actually. So yeah, so by the weekend, so by Friday. But for if you're watching this and it's a late one, then you might have to go to somewhere like Craft Stash or More Mags or somewhere like that to see if you can get it as a back order. So yeah, right, I'm doing what I never do. I'm going through each page at a time, so we never do that. Anyway, yeah, let's just grab some bits, and then as soon as I grab one, we've got an advert. Oh, I don't do it on purpose, honestly, guys. I really don't do it. So we have some gorgeous inspirational cards. Absolutely loads of really nice stuff. I'm not going to show you like a lot in here, because if you are to buy it, you want to sit and actually read it, you know, read them yourself. So but yeah, so I just thought we would have a look. They've got a summer sale on that you can buy 7 issues in the UK for as little as $3.85 per each issue. So it's 7 issues for $26.99. That's not bad. And they are in the shops. So in the UK they are $7.99. In the US it's $17.99. In Australia it's $19.99, and in Canada it's $22.99. Wow. So there we have it. Absolutely gorgeous, some gorgeous stuff. So like I said, I'm just gonna randomly grab some. So it just gives you just having a look at my newest thing came up on my app. Creative stamping, we've already done that one, so there is a video to that creative stamping issue on my channel if you haven't already seen it. But yeah, so lots and lots of ideas in the magazine as always. Does it show us next month? Yes. Oh, so next month is autumn, which is really cool because I love autumn. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one, actually, looking at it. So in next month's issue, which will be 220, we're getting Autumn Blessings 25-piece stamp set. So it's got florals, it's got a sunflower, some pumpkins, and then like your leaves and things. And then it also has some downloads of toppers. So you can download some toppers, and by the looks of it as well, they also have a stamp and layering set and die set as well. So yeah, that's next month, and that one is on sale. Normally does tell you. Oh, 5th of August, that one is on sale. So there you go. Right, okay, so let's have a look at our free gift, shall we? Well, I say free gift, I keep saying free gift because it used to be years and years ago it was a free gift, because you wouldn't always get a gift with a magazine. So yeah, now I think people just buy the magazines now just for the gifts, don't they? So first thing, let's get it out of the packaging. like so. And we do have papers that we can download, but I never download them. I think it's just because I just can't be bothered. My printer's upstairs for papers, so it's not something that I do a lot of. I print out my digi-stamps, that's about it. And I have bought digital paper packs from like Shabby Dabby Doo-Dah people, but I print out in bulk and then I'll never print them out again. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, we've got this Happy Birthday die, which actually is a really nice one, and it is in a nice like, I was going to say happy font then, in a nice font. Let's have a look. I'm wondering if these go with the flowers, and I think they do, which is awesome. So yeah, so we have the matching dies with our florals, which is really good to know. So we can use those, and then we've got some leaf pieces as well. I think. Does that go with that one? I don't think it does. No, it goes with that one. That one goes with that one. And that one goes with that one. So we've even got them for the leaves as well. That is really, really cool. So I'm really happy with that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to grab... Now, the doggies are in and out of the... of the garden. It is raining today. The weather is awful. I'm going to try and move these just ever so slightly, just so that it's nice and bright but not too bright. Yeah, so they're sort of playing around in the garden. Right, I'm just going to get a couple of sheets of cardstock out. So this is 200 GSM cardstock, and it is by... It's either HP or Image, but it works quite nicely with my Copic markers. So that's what we're going to use today. Let's grab a stamping block, and I also want... Now I have bought myself, finally bought it. Let me just move these, and I think it works with Copic. I want to say it does, but. Oh, there's Quincy. He's starting already. That means somebody is outside. So I have let them have the front room, and I just had this feeling as soon as I started recording, Quincy will be up on that window ledge having a look and having a go at everybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and kick them out the front room. So he's lost his chance now, and I will be back. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back. Right. Yeah, there was two. Oh, they were absolutely gorgeous. Two beautiful huskies out on the front. Oh, they were so beautiful. Honestly, they were gorgeous. Right, what I'm going to do, so like I was saying, I have bought myself the VersaFine Claire Nocturne, well, black ink. Oh, and look at that, works perfectly. I can't remember if these actually works with Copic markers, but we are about to find out. But I know that that I need to press down a little bit harder. I know that like watching Julia and stuff, I think this is what she uses when she does her Copic mark, like when she's doing her colouring in. So, right, I'm going to do 5. So that one won't be getting used, so let's do one more. I can't say I'm going to be colouring all of these in, however, so let's grab another one. So I'm just going to put a bit of everything on this page, because then it's all together like so. And I don't know why, I just like to do 5 of each flower. I think because it's an odd number, and then you've got the choice of, oh, that was a bit messed up, wasn't it? I sort of took it off and put it back out down again. A bit silly of me. So I am thinking that I'm using the largest block ever to do this, which won't be helping, but you know. Don't you just love opening a brand new ink pad? It always is so fun, because you know that it's going to be so juicy. Right, so there's that. I've got another little flower over here. So yeah, so this is what I tend to do when I get a new stamp set, is I like to stamp it out. Well, most of you know, because I do this every time we get a new magazine. I'll stamp it out a few times, and then we colour it in, and then we start making our card from it. So I'm just going to get everything off. Oh, honestly, really, that I'm going to use. Not that I know what I'm going to use yet. And I'm going to get a smaller acrylic block, I think, for it. I'm thinking I want to use the watering can, actually, which is a bit unusual for me, but yeah, it's not something I would necessarily go for, but let's do it. So, oh, make sure we've got some ink on that, and we have, and I'm just going to stamp that twice, because then if we go wrong on the first one, then yeah. So there's that. Now, I did ask you in my creative stamping one, because I did do my colouring in stuff off camera, and you all said you didn't mind, oh, I've done it again, what I did, whether I stamped on camera or whether I coloured on camera or whether I coloured off. So I think I'll just do a mix of both, because I can always speed it up as well, which is a really good thing. So we're just going to do these. So, and like I said, the good thing about these is we do have the dies as well. So we do need the second one. So let's move that to one side. I'm wondering whether just to stamp everything, actually. So, 1, 2. These will be really nice fillers, although looking at this, the stamp isn't made very well. We actually have to rock this one because it's sort of, you know, different heights. So I think if you use that one in a stamping platform, I don't think it would work very well. So, okay. Right. Now that the dogs have interrupted me, I can't tell how long I've been filming for. Never mind. Right, okay, so that's all of them. What else do we have? See, we've got the bird cage. So I think let's stamp that as well. So I'll do 2 of them. And then, is that a wheel? I want to say it's a wheel. So I'm just going to stamp that. Okay, 3 times, why not? And then the frames I'm going to leave, because we can do the frames on whatever it is that we're using, and I think this is a wheel. So let's stamp it, because like I say, I don't really know. Oh, this is another one that is we're going to have to rock. So these stamps aren't made very well at all. Yeah, that was me just pushing it down like a normal stamp, and then watch as I rock it. So yeah, oh, I've missed that side out as well. It's just, yeah, even when you look at it, I don't think you can see. Can you see? It is not balanced at all. This edge here is like, it's missing about 2 mil. That is terrible. So, not very good stamps, I'm afraid, in this batch. So, if you use a stamping platform, you're not going to get a good impression. I mean, out of all of them, I've got one good wheel. Let's try again. So, yeah, these are definitely not nice stamps to use. So you've got to sort of push around the whole thing. And look again, yeah, the stamp, honestly, I really wish I could, like, you could see it. See if you can. So let's see if it comes up. I don't know if you can see on this edge here. It's like, it's like sliding down. It's not, it's like so thin compared to like the rest of it. It's just not stamping. It's absolutely rubbish, and I found that with when I was stamping these ones as well. So let's see if they're the same. Yeah, they are. So with these ones, that flower again is the same. The stamps are terrible. They're not well made at all. I don't normally have an issue with the stamps we get in the magazines, but these are awful. But they are what they are, so we have stamped them. So, well, what we've been able to stamp of them anyway. So, it's just something to be mindful of if you are to buy this magazine. And they're pretty and stuff, and it's lovely that we've got the dies and things with them. But you just think, if you're going to provide the dies, at least provide that with better quality of stamps. Surely, you would think. Anyway. What colours are we going to go for, guys? Shall we do our pinks? Because I like pink. So I'm going to go with my RV25 first. And I'm going to do all of like my... So I'm just dotting it around. So I'm going to do one of each one. And like I say, I'm not sure if this ink is Copic friendly, but we shall find out. So I'm just popping in my dark colour here, there and everywhere. And I just want to do a dark pink on there. And then I'm going to come in with my RV23. So, and just extend that a little, like so. And you can see I am not being careful with my colouring in whatsoever. I'm just going for it. And then my RV21. And actually I don't think this ink is good for Copics because that's gone really funny. So is that. So maybe it isn't very good for Copics. Maybe I do have to do the Memento ink, because that looks terrible. So because that's not looking its best at all. Right, okay. I mean, there's no ink on there, but I don't know if you can see. It's sort of, I thought you could use this, but it must be just Memento. But you see, this is how you learn. It's how we learn. Right, think. What else should we use? I did say it was good for watercolour, although this isn't watercolour paper, but then when has that ever stopped me? Never, never, never. Right, I'm going to actually use these. So these are some watercolour brush pens that I got from my friends for Christmas that I absolutely love. I'm just going to use them as pens. So, yeah, I absolutely love these. These are one of my favourite watercolour pens that I have. So I'm just going to go around and colour in. Like I say, I'm not with these. I'm not going to use water on them, but I do love them. And we're just going to, and I will add, we will add some shade into these, maybe with like a white pen or something, or I don't know. But it's not going to be the best. But I think if we have, actually, should we have it as just one stage colouring, like one block colour? I feel like I haven't done one block colour card for ages. I feel like I've been doing a lot of Copic colouring and like lots of shades and everything in. And I think it's nice to do it when we have just one colour. Unfortunately, I can't tell you where these pens are from, because like I said, my friends did buy me these for Christmas. But you can get cheap watercolour pens from anywhere. You don't need, I'm saying cheap, I don't think they were cheap, but I'm only saying cheap because my mum got me a set as well from Lidl. So these ones are from Lidl. I think there's 1, 2, 3, actually let's get them all out. So yeah, my mum got me these for Christmas from Lidl, and she said they were only a couple of pounds. So you can get cheap coloured watercolour pens anywhere. But like I say, these seem to be my favourite, like non-branded watercolour pens. I do have the Ecoline ones as well, and I've just started collecting the Nuvo ones as well, the Nuvo Aquaflow pens. They are lovely as well. But yeah, I love these ones. Okay, so that is that. So I'm just doing that with pink. Like I say, we're just going. So you could just use felt tip pens. Would you believe it? It's something that I don't have. I don't have just normal felt tip pens. which is really strange, but yeah. So yeah, normal felt tip pens would work really well for this. Coloured pencils would be another one. Actually, I might come in with some coloured pencils over the top of these. Just to add in. This is a lovely rich purple. Really, really nice colour. So, and the good thing about these pens is they do have that brush on them. So they're a brush watercolour pen. Oh, they are lovely. Yeah, really like them. Nice. Very nice. So I'm just going to go all the way around, and then we're going to cut these out, which I won't bore you with. But it's good to know that I can't use that with my Copics. But like I said, it's, you know, it's nice to know your products, and it's also, I know that what I should have done is I should have gone on and watched Angela's channel. She is an absolute knowledge queen. She knows everything. Yeah. So, I could have just messaged her actually and said, can I use this with my alcohol markers? I don't care. It just says, it says on the back for your watercolour pens. So I haven't quite worked out my inks yet. I don't know if you guys have as well, but I'm not quite there yet. I haven't figured it all out. I just realised I didn't do that one. So I mean, these are just so basic flower like colours. I don't think I'm going to actually use the dies to cut these out. I know we have the dies, and the only reason why I'm not thinking of using them is because I don't think I want the white on them, and with the dies you get the white on. So that's the only sort of reason. Let's add some of this yellow in. Okay, that's a little bit in that centre. So it just adds some tones and a few other bits in. I'm thinking that might be enough flowers actually. Right, let's do the watering can. What colour should we have it? Actually, no, I'm going to do the leaves first. So let's do the leaves first, because we're going to need them for the foliage. But I think it'll also be nice for you to see as well that, you know, you don't need expensive pens. You don't need, I don't know, the latest products, so you don't need Copic markers at all. You can use, I mean, if I'd had just some felt tip pens, I would have actually just used those just to show you could use them, because they're small images. You're not going to see the lines on them. So yeah, that's what I think if I had them. But, or you can just use coloured pencils, so some cheap coloured pencils will be fine. Unfortunately, I don't have any cheap colour pencils either. My daughter, I give her all of mine when I got my polychromos. So the only coloured pencils I now have are my polychromo ones. I do have watercolour pencils. But yeah, I suppose we could use those as well. Right. The other thing that you could use to colour these in, which would look really nice, is your distress inks. So I might get a distress ink and we'll colour a couple of the flowers up just to show you how quick and easy you can make, yeah, I don't know why I've just coloured that first one in, because we're not even going to be using that one. So I think that would be nice. I'm just sort of adding the green everywhere because I want that green to sort of pop. I don't want it to be overly black, but yeah, not impressed with these stamps at all. And I think that's why I like to sort of, I review them, well, I wouldn't even call it a review. I like to see what I can make from a magazine, and I know you guys love it when I do that, do my videos for magazines, but I suppose it is a review in a way. But I just can't believe I've got a dodgy stamp set with it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can make it work, but it just puts you off. It puts you off using it. So I have a very, very good, like a very strong feeling that I'm not going to I'm just doing different coloured greens now. I'm not going to use this stamp set ever again, just because of how uneven the stamps are, which is such a shame, because I mean the flowers are lovely, and it's one of those stamp sets that you could sit and do loads of different coloured flowers, sit and colour them out and have them in your bit box as your fillers for different things. But like I said, it really has just put me off completely using it, just because those stamps, they're just not stamping clearly enough, so which is such a shame. Right, okay, just going to, and the other thing, the only reason why I tried the Diversifying Clay was because of the fact that, unless it's because I haven't left it dry long enough, I don't know, the only it's because the Memento ink that I use for when I use alcohol ink markers, that doesn't cling to these stamps for some reason, and it really frustrates me. So I find that the VersaFine, so I've got the archival, that sits lovely, and I've got the stays on ink, that that sits lovely on them. Actually, can I use the stays on? Do you know, I need to look up, and then I need to put a little label on my little stamp, on my little black inks, telling me what I can and can't use with them, don't I? So that I can then tell you guys, but then I think you guys probably know more than I do. So I think because I use the same ink over and over again, when I get new ones, I'm not 100% sure what I can and can't do with them until I've had to play with them, which is what we're doing today. So it's the first time I've used the VersaFine Clay, so definitely good for watercolours painting. So I do know that. I've seen our Julie use it loads of times, and our Angela. So yeah. Right, okay. Now, I'm thinking blue actually for our, what do you call it, for this. So, I don't know how it's going to go, or if it's going to, oh, what's the word, like you're going to be able to see the strokes or not, but let's see. Yeah, you can a bit. Okay. And then this bit. I am going to come in with coloured pencils with this, so it will have a little bit of, yeah, it'll look a little better. Okay. Right. So there's that, and then I'm going to come in with this darker blue and just add it in a few places. Really love these brushes. Okay, so like so, and then oh yeah, I know I've gone very quiet, I do apologise. I'm sort of concentrating, trying to keep in the lines, so that, well, she says that and then goes right out of the lines. Okay, and then just a few little bits. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my pencils, and I'm just going to do some pencil colouring over the top. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this nice dark colour, and I just think this is just going to add some more detail to our piece, and hopefully some more texture. Now, the paper's not the best paper to work on because it's a smooth paper, and when you work with coloured pencils, you really do want them to be, you really do want it to be on textured. You need the paper to have a tooth to it, but for the sake of this, just to add just a small little bit of shading, a little texture, I think it actually works quite well, so I don't know if you can see that. And this is, and you can just use your cheap pencils for this. You do not need these pencils at all. Cheap pencils will do this. So just go with a darker blue to what you've used, and just colour it in, and that'll give you any shaded bits. I mean, my shading on this is terrible, it's all wrong. I'm not very good when it comes to learning where the shadows and stuff are meant to be, so really it should be on this side, but yeah, we didn't do that. So let's do around there like that, and then let's bring that in around here. Yeah, so I'm liking that, and it just adds just that little extra something to our colouring in. So yeah, it just goes to show you really don't need expensive stuff. Bit of yeah, some felt tips, a bit of coloured pencil, and away we go. That's all we need. Right, okay, let's do some greenery. Let's add a little bit of texture to those. So I'm just going to go along the centres like that. So I've just made sure that I've chose a darker green than what's already on my leaves, and that's how you'll find. And I'm not being careful at all with my shading. I really am just scribbling in. There's no blending involved, no nothing. We're just adding just a little bit of dark green, and you'll find that coloured pencils are very forgiving anyway, so you can just do a bit of a scribble, and yeah, you'll get that shading. So yeah, this one works just as well with the darker green. So like so. And then it'll just bring your pieces to life. So yeah, so you can achieve Copic colouring without the Copics, if that makes sense. So you can achieve that, the shadows and things. But you know me, guys, I am all about being very cheap. I don't have a lot of the latest products. I always like the cheaper options if I can get them. Hate paying full price for anything, but then I think that's like a lot of us as well, isn't it? I'm very fortunate to get Copics and the polychromos. They were gifts, so I didn't buy them. I don't think I would have bought them myself. Although I did buy the rest of the collection of the Copics because I did fall in love with them once I started using them. So yeah, but my father-in-law bought me my polychromos, and oh, I love them. I absolutely love them. Right, let's do a little bit of shading on these ones. Well, I mean, as you see, I'm just colouring, excuse me, just colouring in down at the bottom of the, yeah, of each leaf. My throat is so dry. I'm recovering still from a cold. I did take a COVID test. Well, I took 3 actually, because I wasn't sure whether or not I had, and thankfully I don't. It is just a sore throat, but it still sort of hurts to swallow, but it's not as bad. And I haven't been able to drink much water, so I've been drinking like juice a lot, because water just tastes horrible. So you know when you have a cold and they say drink plenty of water, how do you drink plenty of water when it just tastes awful? It tastes of snot. That's what I think it is. Anyway, yeah, it's just not nice. It's awful. Oh yeah. Right, let's add some detail into this. So I've been drinking juice and that hasn't tasted much better, but I suppose it's something. And then when I've been drinking my coffee, if it's been feeling like, so when I drink a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, it feels like I'm drinking sand. That's what it's been like on my throat. But thankfully it is so much better than it was. I no longer, well, I hope I don't sound like a frog anymore. So yeah, right, as you can see, just add in just touches of the coloured pencil. This one could really do with being sharpened. A good tip is always keep your pencils sharp. This one isn't. I don't even know where I put my pencil sharpener actually. It really does make a difference. You wouldn't think it does, but it does. I mean, this needs sharpening. You wouldn't think it does, but it does. But it really does help give you the precision that you need. So yeah, a nice good sharpened pencil. Right, and just like I said, adding in, because all of this is really going to make a difference. But yeah, so just some watercolour pens, some colour pencils, and we have created some beautiful images. Right, I just want to do that purple. I'm going to come in with this dark, that's almost like a blue, I think. Yeah, that seems nice. Is it? Oh, it's an indigo. So yeah, a blue purple. So just in, actually I think I'll leave them because there's not much to do on them. I'm going to add a bit of that in. That's in that bottom just because I really like the colour. There we go. Right, we're all done. So there we have it. So that's just some image, very not too much going on with them. Just using some coloured pens and some coloured pencils, but we've got that shading in there without too much trouble. And like I say, it is, so just close that and put that back. Yeah, definitely without too much trouble. Scissors, guys, they're terrible, those scissors. I need to clean them. Right, I'm gonna have to use the 5-inch ones. So yeah, now as I was saying before, I could use my die cutting machine to cut these out. However, I'm actually wanting no white on these, I think. Let's cut them out anyway. Well, cut them down. Just trying to think. Course, I'm gonna have to fussy cut. Well, I'm gonna have to use the die cutting machine anyway to do the leaves. I need to fussy cut out this. Okay, and then we have these leaves as well. So I think what I'll do is I'm gonna go and die cut some bits, fussy cut other bits. Not quite sure yet what. So let me just get rid of those. Let me pop these away, like so, just so they're out of our way. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna, do you know what, I'll just die cut them all and then we'll just go from there. So I'm gonna do it off camera, just because it will take me a while to do, and then once I've done it, I'll be back, and yeah, we'll start and put a card together. So I'll be back in a second. Sorry, I've just come back just because I thought I'd just show you how I line up, because I know a lot of people die cut and then they stamp out their images, especially when the your die to cut it out is covered like these are. So as you can see, that is, we can't see where we're placing the stamp, so it is the die, so it is a lot of guesswork. I've just done these ones, so and I just thought, actually, I'm wondering if for those who don't know, I'll show how I do it personally. I'm not saying it works every time, because it doesn't, but it works the majority of the time. So normally you've got a hole at the top and the bottom. So and then what I do is I line my my die up, and I get the tip of the the leaf that's meant to go in there. So this is so whatever it is, where that hole is, you do need a magnifying glass. So what I do is I look for the very top for in there and the very bottom for in there, and then when I find it, I just put some sticky tape on, and 9 times out of 10 it works beautifully. So I just thought I'd come on quickly and tell you that's how I do my little, how I do my die cutting. So oh, look at that, I'm gonna have to, it's got a sticky on the back, but yeah, oh look at that, so cute. Right, move that out of the way. Right, so I'm gonna continue die cutting, and then yeah, I'll be back. Okay, so we are back. I'm hoping it works this time. Please do work. My camera just went all funny. Anyway, what I've done is I have die cut out the happy birthday sign 4 times using the cardstock, and I used the cardstock that we printed on where the which we stamped on that didn't work properly, but what I thought we'd do is we could colour it up ourselves. So the top layer is white, so I'm just going to stick that top layer together. So we're just putting small amounts of glue on. This is my art glitter glue in this bottle. Yeah, I got them, the little bottles, from the works. Oh, here's my friend. So what I'll do, I'm going to glue these together, and then we'll come back and we'll finish the card off. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back. Do apologise about that. This is what I'm thinking of, and then we've got the happy birthday, which I thought would look nice there. We are going to colour the happy birthday in. I've just got it white for now, but that's what I'm thinking of. So before we sort of oh, yeah, we'll just do that again. This is a 6x6 card base, but before we sort of stick them on, we definitely need to put some colour onto our card base. So I'm going to go with, I'm thinking a really nice blue colour. So I'm going to go with tumbled glass, and then I think I'm going to come in the edges with the faded jeans. I think that'll be nice. So I'm just going to grab my blue. And I think I've only got one for blue, if I remember rightly. So because I'm doing a light blue, although I thought I had a light blue. I do. There it is. I was going to say, I'm absolutely positive that I had a dark and a light blue. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some blending all the way around. Now this isn't going to be perfect because I can never get a perfect blend, just because I don't have much strength in my arms. So but I still love using my distress inks to add colour onto my card bases. These brushes, I must admit, do make it easier for me, so highly recommend them. And they're just makeup brushes. They're just some cheap ones off eBay that I use, and I bought plenty, so I didn't have to keep washing them, because I was getting fed up of washing my brushes over and over again. So yeah, I bought enough so that they've all colour coded, so I know that, yeah, we're all good. Right, so I'm just going to go all the way around. I'm just going to grab my cloth just to hold my card base down. So, and do all of that. Okay. And then I'm going to bring that colour into the middle, not like loads, just so it's like a little dusting of the colour, if that makes any sense. So it's like we've still got some white space. But yeah, just because I think it will look better there. I mean, I'm hoping it's showing up on camera. I just think the blue looks much, much better. Then let's come in with the faded jeans. So this is where we're going to come in and make our edges darker, and that's going to put a frame around our whole piece. So yeah, so really, really nice. Oh, I do like that. It looks more like a stormy sky, which was the other one that I was thinking of going with, but yeah, definitely going to stick with the faded jeans because I think that it looks really nice. So yeah, so just making sure that put plenty of ink on my brush and then blend it out the best that I can. And like I say, really doesn't have to be perfect this. So yeah. Okay, so all the way around like so, and just across here. So yeah, I want to show you the new way that I'm now storing my stamps, because I have changed it. I normally use a CD, but I've only got a few, well, I've got a few CDs left, so there will be certain stamps that still get stored in the CD, but in CDs, but the ones with dies, because I found the dies were falling out. I'm just coming back in with the tumbled glass just all the way around. Yeah, I found the ones that have the matching dies, they were falling through, and it was really getting on my nerves. So what I've decided to do is I've got these A5 folders. I've put some card on then with a bit of magnetic strip, and then just put the stamps in. And then obviously if it's an A4 stamp set, then I'll put them in an A4 wallet with a bit of magnetic strip. So they're all now together, and then I've just put a label on to tell me, which I haven't been doing with my CDs, which is a bit silly of me. So I haven't got a clue where my stamps have come from with my CDs, but it is something that I am going to start on doing. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Right, okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to grab some water, and I'm just going to spray it from quite high up, and then grab my my rag. I'm just going to lift all that water up. Oh, how gorgeous is that? And that's going to give us some texture. However, I've got a bit of orange here that's off my my rag. Oh, that's not good, is it? Yeah, that was a bit silly. I thought this was the clean one. Never mind. Right, anyway, we can sort that out. It's fine. Right, let's grab all of our bits and pieces. Now, I do want to colour these. I'm not sure what colour I'm going to go with yet. I think I might actually go for pink. So, what I was thinking was that we pop our leaves around in a circle, like so. So we're doing a wreath around our piece, and actually it's hid that quite nicely, so yeah, I'm pleased about that. So I'm just going to go all the way around, adding these in where we can. Okay, that one and that one. Pop that one on, and one more. So let's see, it needs to be brought out just a little. Actually bring that one down to there, and then we'll have that one there, so just like that. So lots of faffing, I'm afraid. I do apologise, but we will get that sorted. Right, so that's going to sit in the middle like that. So that's what I'm thinking. And then I do have a few little extra flourishes. So some have got these flowers on, but what I'm actually going to do is, I know I've die cut them out, but I'm going to split them in two, like so, just to fill in, because then we can fill in some of those blanks that need to be filled. So just like that. So don't be afraid to break your pieces apart, so that you can get more coverage in. Right, I'm going to have that one there, that one there, and then this one just along here like that. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Right, so I think let's start and stick these down, because I think if I'm going to start doing any more to this, it's going to end up getting quite complex, and I might end up losing how we're going to have it. So let's just start sticking. So I'm going to start off with sticking these bits down, and then I think for the flowers, I think we'll raise them up. So I think that'll be nice to do. So and it'll just give just a little bit of dimension to our card. So let's pop these in. Okay. Right, and on that, I just think it looks lovely. I love using foliage bits just to create to create wreaths and stuff. I think it's lovely, and we can have wreaths all year round as well, which is just fab. So I mean, this is a nice garden one. That's sort of all gone quite wonky, but it still looks okay. So let's pop these on. We can always add in some more bits and pieces, so that's the good thing about it. Okay, and then have that one there, and then this one. So again, just putting some glue on, that can sit there. Now I do have 3 sort of bits, viney bits left. So what I'm going to do, because there's a couple of areas that do need filling, is I'm going to stick them there. Okay, just to cover up those areas. Yeah. This area here, what I'll do is I'll pop on a flower there. Okay, so there's that. Now, we do have some foam pads, so let's get these stuck down as well. Oh, it's stuck to the back of my nail, that's not good. And I only need maybe one on each one. They're really super sticky, these ones. They're quite nice. Right, see how nice does that look? I wonder whether to have like little clusters or not. So on there. I think maybe one just there. So let's get on here. Oh, they're sticking to my nails. 1 and 2. And then I think that there. Yeah. I'm gonna pop that one, I think there, that there. I'm just going to sort of position them around. That one there, and then maybe that one. Yeah, I think that looks okay. It's not perfectly round, but I like it. I think it looks quite nice. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So just like this, just pop in a little square on all the way around, and they are stuck on. I think I want to do a little bit of doodling as well, so I think I might grab my green pen out, and we're going to doodle on some leaves and some vines. So yeah, I'm going to use my gel pens if they'll work. I do need to invest actually in some decent gel pens, although I have just bought some from the pound shop, some sparkle ones that are not too bad and do go over certain things. So there we go. Right, so that's those. So let's try these out. Okay, because what I'm wanting to do is sort of have, you know, like swirls that come out with little leaves and things on, just so that it, yeah, like so, just so that it fills it out without doing too much, because I think sometimes we don't want to just sit, do we, and do lots and lots of what do you call it, colouring in. We just want to do a few bits and then add in other little tiny bits. So I'm just sort of putting vines on really. So this excuse me. So my sore throat is getting better, so I am in cough mode, which is annoying, and it's really awful because when you're outside you do get sort of looked at as if to say, are you okay to be out? And yes, I am. I have taken, I think I've already said I took 3 COVID tests just to be on the safe side, because you can never be too careful, and it's better to be safe than sorry. I'll also encourage you, do doodling. Honestly, it makes so much, yeah, it's so much better. And it really can enhance your card without you even sort of thinking about it as well. So, yeah. My husband keeps messaging. He's setting off from my mum's in a couple of minutes, so he's there decorating today. Yeah. Right. Hope you can see this doodling. I have to admit, I'm really liking it. So I'm just doing lines and big swirls, and then adding in some leaves, and it really is all just to add something in. And then we've got a different colour green, which ties in quite nicely. I'm just going to go around and do some circles. These are sparkle glitter pens. They are from the pound shop, and you know what? They are fabulous. Considering they're only £1, they go over the distressings lovely. Whereas my Arteza ones that I got, which I spent, I think they were like £20. They're horrid. They're awful. Not happy with them at all. So I would not advise them. I know our lovely Julia, she got them and they'd sold out, and I got mine after COVID. And anyway, there's been reports that they've changed suppliers, and some of the products are not as good as what they were when they first started. So that is definitely the case, because I've seen Julia use them over distress inks and everything, like her branded, like her Arteza ones, and hers work lovely. So I'm wondering if I've just got a batch that just didn't work very well, but I'll never know because I won't be buying anymore. That's the thing, isn't it? If you have a bad experience, you're not going to buy anymore. Okay. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that doodling just really make that card? I mean, how gorgeous is that? Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, I've got blue. I'm going to take it a bit too far now, and we're going to put a doodly border on. Only because it's glitter. So I'm just going to go all the way around, and actually this blue matches in with our faded jeans very nicely. So one thing I do encourage you guys to do is do some doodling, because I purposely chose a big card for this, and I haven't used like a lot of images, just to show you that doodling. Well, I purposely chose a big card to show how you can do small stamps on a bigger card, and then yeah, the doodling sort of come in to it, that just to show how it can really transform your image. So love it. I need to stop doodling now, guys. Tell me to stop. Say stop it, you're putting too much on, behave. You can go overboard. But yeah, these are the pens from the pound shop. Just shine and sparkle glitter gel pens, and they're fab. I think this is like my second lot of them. I got them because the lady keeps eating my black pen because she's mean. She's very mean. Right, okay, I'm going to stick down this, my, what's this called? Watering can. So that's going to go in the centre, like so. Okay. Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous. I think this has turned out to be one of my favourite cards. Right, last thing is the happy birthday. I'm going to go with a purple, I think. Purple or pink? Purple or pink? Purple or pink? I don't know. I don't know. Should we try the fuchsia? Do I have a scrap bit of paper? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with this colour. Okay, so I'm just going to colour over it. So this is one good thing about doing your sentiments in white, is you can actually colour it whatever colour you want. Like I said, I was just using the scrap card from that I'd stamped on where the stamps hadn't gone perfectly. Now don't forget to do all your sides. It's the only downside, I suppose, to colouring them is you've got to do your sides, but I wasn't sure what colour, because I do have lots of scrap card, but I honestly didn't know where I was going to go with it originally. So I'm quite glad I didn't. I was going to go with blue, but I think blue would have been way too much. So I'm just, like I say, colouring all of this in. And we're going to, because this is like 3D, because it's like 4 pieces together, that's why we're doing the sides. I would say if it was just a one piece, then I wouldn't bother doing the sides. It'd only be if you wanted to, because most of you guys know me now. I always forget to do sides when I'm fussy cutting and stuff. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Right, okay. So, oh, look at that. That goes perfectly. So let's do the happy as well. So I'm just going to go over the top, and then we'll go around the sides as well of it as well. So the colour I'm using is RV09, which is our fuchsia. It's absolutely beautiful pink, this. Very bright and very vibrant. Love, love, love it. Okay, so just turn. Now I haven't got the sides perfectly, so I don't think it really matters, as long as you can't see any sort of white areas shown. I think we'll be okay, won't we? Because it's quite hard to get in actually. But yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I do apologise about the couple of interruptions from the doggies and friends, but I suppose it's life, isn't it? Oh, put that back on. Right, okay, so all I'm going to do now is that we're just going to glue this on. Oh, my glue's over there. I'm just going to use my art glitter glue from this bottle. Okay, and we're going to use that to glue it down. So just put in a nice thin layer on. But really, really like how this has turned out. I think it's beautiful. So I'm going to put happy there. Oh, gorgeous. And then I'm going to put birthday there. Yeah. So there you have it, guys. That is my card for today's video using Simply Cards and Papercraft issue number 219. I hope it's given you some inspiration. I am a bit annoyed that the stamps are not as good, so I hope if you do get this magazine that your stamps work a lot better than mine. But I mean, the flowers still work, so it's all good. But yeah, that is my card. I am chuffed to bits with that. So like I say, thank you, and I will see you again in another video very, very soon. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and yeah, if there's anything else I could have done differently. But yeah, we'll leave it there. But thank you again, and until next time, happy crafting, everyone. Bye.